Hey everyone, MeltingMan234 here, and welcome to another episode of Forgotten Media, where I dig up some stuff you may or may not have heard of. Now I know what you're thinking, how could I possibly be talking about Kingdom Hearts on this show, because, well, it's one of the most popular franchises that Square Enix has made. Yeah, a series that combines the Final Fantasy characters with the Disney franchises. How can it be that forgotten? Well, even in some popular media, there will always be, in some form, a lesser-known topic related to it. And that's what we're going to be looking at today, the lesser-known Kingdom Hearts topics. First up on the list is Kingdom Hearts, on the Vidcast. That was developed by Superscape and released in Japan on October 1st, 2004, and on February 4th, 2005 in America. Now the first thing that'll come to your mind is, what the hell is a Vidcast? Well, from what I can gather, the Vidcast was part of Verizon Wireless's line of mobile phones. Yep, back in the days when we had to push buttons and watch things on small screens. It's not like in today's media where everything is touchscreen. Anyway, the story to this game is that Sora, Donald, and Goofy are taking a rest while their gummy ship is on autopilot. When Sora wakes up, he finds himself shipwrecked on an island, with Donald and Goofy nowhere in sight. Now it's up to Sora to find out what's been messing with his head while searching for his friends. This is the first spin-off title that is not canon to the game, since Square didn't have anything to do with it. There are 4 worlds to explore, and you get to fight Heartless, get items, and stuff like that. For a game made for a mobile phone back then, it doesn't look that fun. Oh well, it is kind of interesting. Good luck in finding a Vcast that still has this game installed. Next is Kingdom Hearts Mobile, another mobile phone game made by Square Enix and was released in Japan on December 15th, 2008. There's no story to this game, and the only thing you can do is controlling an avatar in the Avatar Kingdom, where you can chat with friends, play mini-games, download ringtones, and so on. It also has an interesting tie-in with Kingdom Hearts Coded, the original one that was released on phones in Japan. After completing an episode, you are rewarded with an outfit and background for your avatar. The only time we would see any elements of this in America is in Kingdom Hearts Recoded. The remake featured the avatars in their costumes, and we would later see them in merchandise of characters from the game. Next is Kingdom Hearts Magical Puzzle Clash, an online flash game that was made by Square Enix and released on the Disney website to promote 358/2 Days release. There are 5 worlds to travel that appear in 358 Days, and you have to battle Heartless by playing a puzzle game. Yeah, I don't remember that being part of the job description for Organization 13. This game is a lot similar to other classic puzzle games like Bejeweled and Candy Crush. You match 3 items of the same color to score points, except in this one you use it to damage the Heartless attacking you. The more combos you pull off, the more damage you can do. You can also get items that can help out in healing yourself or confusing the enemy's move patterns. It's a fun little game, especially when things get tense against the boss fights. It's also the only game on this list that is still playable. Next up is Gummy Ship Studio, an online game that was released for Facebook on February 17th, 2011 to promote the release of Kingdom Hearts Recoded, and it's apparently similar to one of the mini-games from Kingdom Hearts Mobile. It's an arcade game where you have to pop a column of squares that are the same color to score points. The more colored blocks that are connected, the more points you score. I was trying to play this game on Facebook, but it doesn't seem to work. I've tried using Firefox and Google Chrome and Internet Explorer, but it doesn't seem to load up right. Guess they must have taken that game down, or it's a very old game that hasn't been updated in a long time. Now we're going to be shifting over to some other media for a while, starting off with a TV series. Yes, there was going to be an anime TV series based off of Kingdom Hearts that was being worked on back in 2002, I think. The series was going to have a dark style, along with an interesting combination of anime drawings in front of backgrounds that are the same sails that were used in Disney films. Although the pilot was well received in development, the idea for a series was scrapped, as Disney and Square already had plans to make more games for the series, and didn't want the TV show to conflict with the game's story. Makes sense to me, seeing as how the game's story is very complicated. From Birth by Sleep all the way to Coded, it takes a while to piece together the storyline. And then Dream Drop Distance comes and throws a curveball into the story. All that's left of this project is a handful of storyboards from the pilot that would feature Sora, Donald, and Goofy traveling to Agrabah. Still, it would have been cool to see a TV series based off of this franchise. Next up are some cancelled Kingdom Hearts figures that were going to be made by Mirage. Now, Mirage was the first company to make action figures based off of the game, and from the looks of the sculpting and painting, yeah, it really shows. They released 2 series of figures, and that was it. They had other ideas, like a 3-pack containing Sora, Kairi, and Riku, or a hero and villains pack. I don't know why Disney keeps featuring the Cheshire Cat as a villain. I mean, he's not evil, he's just mad. But anyway, there's also a mock-up of figures that were planned to be released for the first series. Some of them were made and repackaged with other figures, while other ideas like the Queen of Hearts and Mickey Mouse were replaced with other ideas. Next is El Cetro y el Reino, which roughly translates to The Scepter and the Kingdom, a 12-page comic book that was given away for free at Spanish game stores after buying a copy of the first Kingdom Hearts game before the end of November of 2002. Yeah, another one of those promotional deals and another non-canon story. I have no idea what the pages say since it's all in Spanish, but from what I can gather, a mysterious creature steals a magic scepter from Disney Castle, and Sora and Riku are summoned to go after the creature and get the scepter back. They first end up in the Hunchback of Notre Dame's world for a while, and then they travel to the Sword in the Stones world to stop the creature. It's interesting to note that this comic predates elements that were featured in Dream Drop Distance, such as Sora and Riku going off on their own and traveling to the Hunchback of Notre Dame's world and so on. The art style looks really good for a promotional comic, but good luck trying to find this comic book, let alone find someone to translate the pages. And finally, we have Kingdom Hearts Fragmented Keys, a cancelled mobile phone game that was in development in 2013. I'm assuming this game was going to be a spin-off non-canon game, but then again, we've had a few mobile phone games, like the original Kingdom Hearts Coded, and recently Kingdom Hearts Key/Unchained Key, that are confirmed to be canon to the series. There's not much known about this game. It was going to be a free-to-play action RPG game. It would feature 2 new main characters, items, an inventory, a hub world, and that's it. The one interesting thing about this game is that it features a collection of concept art for Disney worlds. There was going to be some returning worlds like Wonderland, Agrabah, and Dwarf Woodlands, along with some new worlds like Frozen, Wreck-It Ralph, and Star Wars. That's right, we were gonna get Star Wars in a Kingdom Hearts game. So there you have it. That covers all of the lesser-known Kingdom Hearts topics. Some of them were interesting and all that. I was more interested with Fragmented Keys and how they were able to get Star Wars in there. Heck, I wouldn't mind if they were able to get Star Wars into Kingdom Hearts 3, let alone have Darth Vader be a secret boss fight. Yeah, it's either that or feature Gex the Gecko as a summon. Because yes, Square Enix is the current company that owns the Gex franchise. Never thought that would happen. Well, that wraps up this episode of Forgotten Media. So this is Melting Man 234 signing out. Drink. A series that combines the Final Fantasy series to their well, even in some popular media, there will always be some topics darn it, talking about Kingdom Hearts on this show. And yeah, it's